we saw a huge potential when it comes to crafts and culture when it comes to Uzbekistan, yeah. And I think we don't have a studio as per se. It's more like we work with different studios and we provide tourists with immersive experiences, yeah. Because our experience with Uzbekistan tour wasn't that great, because we were like going around looking at different buildings, and we were like, oh, it would be fun to have something what you do, not only see the like crafts culture, but also do crafts and culture, yeah. That's why we are craft and culture.
Get our tours outside of Tashkent finally. I think what we have in Tashkent is fairly full, and I think we can offer amazing experiences here, and I think our next step is just going outside of Tashkent and growing into getting people to Fergana Valley, getting people to Rishtan, to Margilan, getting people to Bukhara and Samarkand, but in a different way, in our way, because of course there's tons of tour packages that you can take to these cities, but I think we want to make it our own style. We want to make it so immersive and so rooted in the Uzbek culture and in the fact that you can enjoy the experiences like hands-on kind of. So I think this is the time for us to go, further beyond Tashkent, yeah, hopefully. I mean, there's a lot of differences between Uzbekistan and Poland in particular, culturally, socially, economically, whatever. Like, there's so many things that are just different. I think when it comes to people's mentality, I would say that Uzbeks are way more welcoming to foreigners than Polish people. And in general, they're way more welcoming, very nice people. I feel very comfortable here. It's also a very safe country. And then Polish people, I would say we are a bit more cold, we are a bit more distant. It's just in our blood. But for example, I don't know, the funny things that surprised me here were, the amount of Chevrolets in the streets, the amount of pharmacies that are here. The weather is much different. It's so hot here all the time, which I love personally, but it's so different from Poland. And I think that also influences people's mentality. And I don't know, it's just two different worlds that have so many differences between them. I would say Polish people are a little bit more relaxed, to be honest. Which I personally, I am more that way, but just both. There's good things in both worlds that I think you can appreciate.
One of the main things for us is the family. That's why you see pomegranates everywhere. That's why you see it everywhere, which is basically like symbols of like a family and fertility, right?
Yeah.
Or we talk about like our celebrations, how we celebrate it with tourists, like Navruz, for example. And for Navruz, it's not a one-person holiday, It's not like you see just with your family. It's like a whole neighborhood collecting in one place and doing one specific dish, And when we talk these things about Uzbekistan to the tourists, they would be shocked. They would be like, wow, you have 400 people wedding? Wow,
Yeah.
That's quite like, I want them to have this wow effect, to totally change their like worldview in a way. That like, they would be like, oh, I thought this is normal, but this can be normal as well.
Okay, well, I think we are more like organizational and an operative part. I would say we separate like that on daily. Like I do more the scheduling, accounting, all this kind of more tech, like computer boring stuff, and then Yusuf is he's our guide, he's our soul, he's the person who makes the contacts with the artisans, of course, also because he's the local one here, so he's the one doing all this like social stuff, I think, for the for CraftnCulture, and then I do more the organizational and also the social media part of it. So I think we separate quite well. I don't know if you agree, but I think we both combine our skills together and they work very well.
when it comes to Tashkent, it can be either like modernism architecture, a lot of it, or some cultural spaces like madrasas, like a Kukeldash madrasa or Chorsu Bazaar or something, because these are the spots which are the most interesting for the tourists from our perspective. And then we try to mix it with the spots where we have craft going on.
Yeah.
In a way that like some different artists who we work with, so we would like go around and immerse them and give them like a preview of the craft, and then they do the craft. So that's the fun part, because they learn about it, they kind of understand the meaning behind the crafts, and then they can be immersed to the craft itself. Yeah.
Well, for sure, we learned how to do suzani. That was the core part. I think that was very unexpected for both of us. We learned how to do pottery. For me, I think I learned so much because also we started it just right after I came to Uzbekistan. So in general, I think as I was living here and learning and starting these tours and everything, this was also something new for me.
I think for me, the interesting things what I figured out is about the culture of my culture, because I think as an Uzbek person you don't really ask like, oh, why do you have a pepper hanging from the wall or something, you know, or why you have like ısırık, for example, you know, or like the simple things like why the bread has a hole in the middle, like very simple things for you, you don't even question it, but you don't know the meaning behind it, you know, or behind the colors even, like, oh, why we like this very bright colors, because Uzbek like traditional colors are quite bright, you know, that they're not like simple like we are dressed, you know, like white clothing is not for Uzbeks. But while explaining it to tourists, you understand more and much deeper about your culture than just being an Uzbek person. I would actually suggest everyone to be a guide for once, you know, because while researching about the culture, you would find so many exciting things, you know, so many things what you would be like never thinking, and you would never reason it, you know, you would not have a reason why this works as it works now.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't understand the culture so deep.
I would definitely say welcoming, I would say sunny, and I would say, it's not one word, but I would say very rich in culture. I think these are the three things that really for me kind of are the highlights of Uzbekistan, if I'm just supposed to summarize it very quickly. I think these are the things that people might be very surprised about, and I think these are the kind of course, at least for me personally, of course, that I really love about this country.
I think for me it's quite simple as well. It's more like the same as our name. It's basically craft, culture, and that being welcoming, or like hospitality, you know.
Yeah.